Hello everyone. Today I'm going to demonstrate how collateral is working and what is the collateral itself, so that you could get idea how to use it. Collateral is a data collection tool which allows you to collect data from Android devices into your ERP component server, which is basically WordPress plugin. And WordPress plugin means that you install WordPress site, and inside of it you install WordPress plugin which adds functionality to WordPress site. So let's go to demonstrate how the collateral is working. Okay, so collateral is consists of three components. One is basically registration part, where you register in main collateral.com site and point ID to your location of your collateral ERP. Why is this required? Because Android mobile devices should recognize location of your ERP and your software where you are collecting, and to do that easily you need to provide your employees the key itself, which will be used by Android device to connect to your server. We don't store in our servers any data, so all data which are being stored are basically in your site. So we don't responsible nor for your data security or for anything. And we only store these two values, key and URL of your site. And in the future, maximum in future, it might be the ID of device itself, because we need to control registration processes. This is maximum what will be stored in our site. For now, we are only storing these two components. And we don't store any data which you collect because the connection between Android and your application, between your servers, and you decide what you collect and what you store and how to manage. This is not related to us. So we don't have any data in our site of your collected data and information. Collateral is free application, and let's go and demonstrate how to install collateral itself. So get started, download application, and here we have WordPress plugin and we have Google Play. Where is located Android mobile devices? It's in Google Play, so you just install and it's free. And download collateral ERP, and you press here and download the plugin. After that, in plugin pages you can install the plugin. Let's demonstrate it. Add a new plugin, upload plugin, choose the file, and here collector ERP, install it and activate plugin. That's it. Now you have here the collateral plugin, and now let's register the ERP location. See, this is value you put here, and this value, web value, you need to put here. See, and save it. That's it. And after that we need to register the device itself. So let's delete this device for now. It should be clean now, so we don't have anything. Okay, so let's go here, add server. Because you can have multiple servers, user to demo for demo. So this is your name, which allows which is being visible in devices part. And here you see username. This will allow administrator of WordPress site recognize who this device belongs to. That's why you record about yourself here, and description, server description. For example, one, because you can have multiple servers connected to in your Android mobile. That's why you can describe server description. You need to describe server description to recognize which server you are connected to and where you are sending data. And here we go here, and in account part collector com, you record the value which you put it here, 54675. See, and you save it. And with this action you registered here. Let's go to devices. See, demo user demo 2. You just registered, it's not used for now, it's in state of not used. And as you can see, it does not have any groups assigned to it. So this means you will not have forms even if you synchronize. This button in right top corner is for synchronization. That's it. And see, you don't get any forms. So device groups basically means that each group, you can create device groups, group 2 for example, and each group has its own devices, and after registered means that if you don't want to assign devices manually, you can set after register and device group, for example, all new registered devices will be automatically registered in the group 2, and this helps you to register all devices into group 2, for example, during registration only, automatically at once. For example, if you have the 1000 devices, it will be hard for you to do it manually. That's why it's good to enable after register your devices, and after that disable it for security perspective. And now let's go and set device to group, for example group 2, and let's say we selected group 2. It is not selected automatically because it was not in after register mode, and it was just created. That's why this device was not registered in group 2 automatically. In future we will have a new functional because we constantly develop the application ERP component, and it will have a lot of functional, including adding a lot of devices automatically into the group. Now let's go to create the main part forms. So add a form 3. Here we select to which group it belongs to. So all group devices which are in group 2 will have forms 3 inside of their mobiles. And we need to add section. Section is basically something like a page in the book. So field is a component which people need to collect text, and we set it mandatory and visible. Mandatory means that the user must collect any data, and visible means that it will display the description. It will be displayed this value in description of this data. Default value will not set it. It's basically default value which people need to see. Add a field numeric, for example, and we will select numeric. Add section 2. Here we will create multi-field, and in multi-field we need multi-select, and single select means multi-select means that you can select multiple choice, and single select you have one choice. So we will for now demonstrate value 1 and value 2, and single selected field, single select, and the same here. These values we need to put in default values, single select, that people could select these values. So this is important. Okay, and address is address, and we need important part is also camera. Take image. So this is camera, and I think that's it. I believe this is it. So we created form 3. It is assigned to group 2. So when we synchronize it, we will see form 3 here. See, all devices which are in group 2 will get form 3 instantly, and now they regardless where they are, they can start collecting data and you can start analyzing them. So field, this is a text, visible field, save, and numeric. And let's change section. See, we are changing section, we have other section. Multi-field means we can multiple choices have, and single select is one choice we have. Okay, we will change this one. Okay, value 2. And take image means that we can take image. This is for first time you might require to open the access to camera. After that you can continue taking image. So for now, because it's already opened the access, we will just take the image and save it. See, and we save and see text visible field. This text visible field is displayed because it is a visible field and you see it like short description for the data you collected. So you can decide what you want to set here. For example, first name, last name or something like this, it will display. See, so in database we have the collected data, forms we have form 3, and add server you can add server. Now let's synchronize it and see what's happening. And we go to collected data and text visible field. See, this is description, something like that, and view, and you see the data you collected. And here see value 1 and value 2, single select value 2 is selected, and this is the data you need to see. This is how the collection is happening. Also you have filter here. It might not be perfect, but it works. So section 1, field 1, and because this is all related to one application, so visible add filter, we set filter. See, we got one filter here. And this is how all is working. Right now the application ERP part especially is in state of improvement, so in future we will add a new functional. As you can see, attached devices, the device to which this is attached, and groups, attached groups. See, so we can go and see the group. State you can edit or delete the group, but with delete be careful because the delete part is basically it's also deleting a lot of data and data might not be consistent. And we will add a disable functional in the future. And this code all device means that the application is not used for a long period of time. It's being configured. For example, if device is 5 days old, it didn't send you any data, it will be recognized as not device which is not even being used. And when we say 100 days devices, they will be becoming active. So this value decides whether this device is active or not. This is your URL link of your server. And if it's under a load balance, behind a load balancer, it's better to use load balancer link which you have. And this is basically the key. The key should be the same as here. So they should be in the sync, because the mobile takes this key and goes using this key to register to your ERP. Collateral ERP component plugin part is free, so you can open it, and it's PHP code, so any PHP developer can modify it if you wish. And it's up to you to modify yourself, improve as you wish, or put new reporting functional, or ask our team to do the changes. Because the ERP components is free, open source, you can change it as you wish. This is how the application is working, that's all. So basically the application can be used in almost any field and any company, because this is universal, and you generate your forms which you need to collect. You generate your data. You generate your forms which you based on which you want to collect your data. So you decide what you collect. So basically you can use it for anything. You can collect for marketing distributive use it as marketing distributive application. You can use it as other application, and to collect, for example, in banks, for example, if you want to go and take some images from somewhere, assets, for example, collect data about assets or something like this, you can use the application, because this is only universal data collection tool which you decide what to collect. It's up to you. Also, as you can see, it is going to be stored all data in your server, so it has nothing to do with us securing your data. You're responsible for your data. We only store these two values for now. In future, we will store also the ID of this device, so that during registration process we could recognize the device itself. That's it. Nothing more we plan to store in our server. That's it. That's how all is working. Simple but powerful, don't you agree?